Hey guys, it's Viv and welcome back to my channel. I know that I don't know when this video is gonna go up. I think it's probably gonna go up after my life update video. So I guess at this point, if you haven't seen that video, or if it's not uploaded yet, I guess that you would know that I am now in college. Or well, here in Canada we call it university, but in the States I know college and university are like the same thing, and it's more like community college. So I'm at university. I'm at the University of Toronto. I'm living in a dorm, and today I'm going to show you my doll dorm. So this is the first, I guess, official video in the, wait for it, Dollage series. Yes, I asked on Instagram when I first moved in if I should call my Dolls in the Dorm series Dollage, because you know it sounds like college, and all of you said yes. So that's the mood. That's what we're gonna do today. So this is my little doll space, and I'm gonna take you guys in for a closer look. Alright everybody, so here is my doll space. This is basically it. It's not that big of a section in my room, although my room is actually really big. Like if you consider like the normal college doll room, my room is huge. Like it's bigger than my room at home. So I'm lucky that I have a lot of space to put my dolls. So here's an overview of the little bookshelf that they are kept in. It is essentially just a giant bunk bed. I'm not sure exactly where this bookshelf is from, but I believe it might be from either Walmart, Canadian Tire, or Yisk, which is like a home goods store. It's like IKEA, but not as good. But yeah, this was passed down from my sister. It's really simple, nothing too fancy, but it holds and it does what I need it to do. And so over to the side, actually it's kind of in two parts. So over here, let me see, right here there's normally like a mirror, but I took that out of the shot today just because it made filming a little bit easier. But as you can see, there is a shoe rack over there. That is where I keep all my shoes. I have a hair dryer on the ground because that's the outlet. And then if you look at the shoe rack, I actually didn't have enough space for all my doll shoes, so I just put them on my shoe rack, and I think it looks really cute. Don't worry, those ones, my Pharrells, they don't drip onto my doll shoes, so nothing gets dirty or anything. But yeah, I just thought that was really cute, and that is how I keep a portion of my doll shoes, and I'll get into how I store the rest of them later. Okay, so here we are at the top of the shelf, and I apologize that my voice might sound a little bit different in these clips. It's because earlier I was talking in my customer service voice, and now I didn't turn it off until like 3 clips in. So yeah, we are back with this normal voice that hopefully this is what normal is to you. So up here, I will do close-up shots as well, but I just want to give you guys a little overview of it. So this is the top of the bookcase. So let's begin on the left. I have an American Girl violin stand with some violin books. If you guys are longtime Dolly Delights viewers, then you will know that I've had this thing for probably as long as I've had Paisley, so about 4 years. So I just have that there, and then the violin for it is over here, where you see my finger is. So then beside the violin stand to the right is this little 2x2 little wooden bookcase. Hold on. So with Daisy out of the way, you can see that little 2x2 wooden bookcase. This is actually a dollar store find, and it reminded me a lot of the IKEA bookshelf, so that's why I picked it up. Originally I was gonna get 2, but I actually only ended up getting 1, and I'm glad I did, because this room, like this doll space, has actually been remodeled once already. This is like the final version of what I'm going for. I had a different thing when I first moved in, but then I decided to change it, and I like this a lot better. But yeah, going back to the shelf, so up on the top, you may recognize those from the room back at my parents' place. Those are 2 little glass jars full of fake flowers, both of which are from the dollar store. And I just think they add a little bit of green to the space, along with a camera that's from American Girl and Z's camera accessories. I have a pair of American Girl glasses, a little like rock carving of an owl with some cute little pink and blue rocks. I have a totem pole that I got in a museum in Ottawa that is on that shelf, and a prettier rock in the bottom right hand corner of that shelf. And then in front of the shelf, you can see there is a piece of yellow fabric, and that just acts kind of like as a doggy bed for our dog Daisy, who is Kit's dog, Grace from American Girl. And on the right of the shelf, you can see this is where I have a little bit more decor stuff. So I have this rose in like a Summersby can. I don't
want to keep that there forever just because it looks kind of funny, because I need to fill up that glass jar. But I had this rose, I got it like outside of a building at my university, and I was like, oh, I have to keep it alive, it looks pretty, but I had nowhere else to put it except for in here. So that's why that's there, and then the can is kind of just supporting it up. And then in front of the glass jar, the glass jar is from IKEA, by the way, I have this tiny little Paris book. It's like actually really small. Hold on, I'm gonna try to do a comparison so you guys can see how big it is.
Can you see it?
So yeah, that Paris book I got from a used book sale here at my school, and I also got that Tiffany's in the 20th Century coffee table looking book from a book sale here at my school. My school does great like used book sales. It's actually kind of amazing. But yeah, I just have those on top of the shelf, and they add a little bit of character to the space, and it kind of makes it look more like home decor instead of like a dollhouse, which is kind of the vibe that I went for in this thing. I know what this is called, my doll space. Okay, so moving down from the top of the bookshelf, we have the first bunk, I guess you could say, because essentially, like I mentioned earlier, this is just a giant bunk bed because it's a bookcase. So I have here Melody's bed. So the bedding I made all by myself. So underneath their beds is actually American Girl boxes, and then they were covered with a fabric, and then they have like a blanket. There's a yellow throw blanket, which is just a recycled sweater, as well as Melody's stuffed animals and some pillows. And again, I will do close-up shots of everything at the end. And then you can see there's Melody. So she can't actually sit on the bed just because of the way the bookshelf is proportioned. She wouldn't be able to sit up without hitting her head. So I just have her sitting on the side over there. And normally my dolls don't stay here during the day. I move them over to my bed just because in case I have people over, then they're not visible right away, because I am very protective of my dolls and I don't want people to take them. It kind of just gives me something to do because I don't get to play with them every single day, which is really unfortunate. But when I'm moving them back and forth between my bedroom and their bedroom, then it gives me something to do. And then moving down one from Melody's bunk, this is Paisley's bunk. So she just has the same setup, and you can kind of see it a little bit more there on the left, that is just an American Girl box, and I followed the My Froggy Stuff Couch 2 tutorial. That was like basically making a fabric cover for the box, and then that's how I made it look more like a mattress and like a bed instead of just like a box. So I actually filmed me making all the bedding for my dolls for this space, so that video will hopefully go up eventually. I don't know when, but it will go up eventually. And then as you can see on the bed there, Paisley has the same yellow blanket, which is just a cut old sweater, as well as some pillows and her stuffed animals. So when I decided the bedding for both my dolls, I did try to match them so that the look of them would be cohesive, although it is still different, as you can see. But all the same materials are used throughout, just in different combinations. So to the left of the shelf, you can see I have a cute little plant. That is from the dollar store. It is a fake plant. I'm really bad at taking care of plants, so that is a fake, of course. And then around the whole space, there are these little fairy lights. Those are from the dollar store. And everything else besides the doll clothes I'm about to show you is also from the dollar store, because we here at Dolly Delights value saving money. So these bins are all from the dollar store, and they are out of focus. Give it a sec. Okay, so yeah, so all these bins here are from the dollar store. They were about like $1.25 each, so that is really great. And then I also have like Paisley over here. I have two of these over here just because a third one of this size bin wouldn't fit in this little space, which is sucky, but sometimes that's life. So in these smaller bins, I actually have two stacked on top of each other. One of them is like a Tupperware because I didn't realize that I would need another one, so I only purchased this one. But yeah, I just have backpacks and hats and scarves in here. And then this one has cardigans, jackets, and shoes, because apparently I brought a lot of stuff for my dolls and I didn't realize the amount of space that I would need. So yeah, I just have them packed into this little container. As you can see, it's from the dollar store. Not sponsored, but like I really wish it was sponsored. Hashtag sponsor me, please, dollar store. So yeah, you can see that I just have like flats and one pair of sneakers here in this container. And then in this drawer, so this is, I actually have some extra blankets up here as well. These just slide in because there's enough like leverage here that I can get these extra blankets in. But if I scoop them off like so, this is where I keep t-shirts and hoodies and pants as well. So I just have them packed in these clear containers. And the good thing about these is that because they are clear, I can just kind of look at the sides and decide what I want. So they look like that, and then the lid comes off like this, and it looks like that. Great description. So then I would just slide those in and slide them out whenever I need to dress my dolls, which unfortunately is not as often as I would like, but you know what, still happens. Another blanket here. This one I knit myself. I'm pretty proud of it. And in here I have dresses and skirts. And then over here, some additional shoe storage. I just have this box from the dollar store with some shoes on top because I couldn't fit all of them into the box. But if I take off these ones, and you can see, it just looks like this. It's this wooden box with all these compartments. Then I just kind of put the shoes in, and then I keep the closure at the top. So when I need them, I just kind of like do that. And it works. It works pretty well. And then you can also see that beside this little shoe thingy, I have Z's backpack that's just full of like doll-sized camera equipment that I thought it just looked cute here. And then I have the battery pack for the lights that goes up there. And then because this space is empty, I was thinking of either getting a plant or making a little like doll living room. So I was gonna put like a little beanbag chair and maybe like a little coffee table. But I just haven't had the time to making those yet because I am very busy here at my university. I started this channel like 4 or 5 years ago, and I feel like since then my eyesight has gotten worse because I can't really tell if I'm in focus. But you know, anyways, that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and other American Girl doll videos in the dorm, in the Dollage series, and in general other American Girl doll videos such as sewing tutorials, outfit videos, hairstyle videos, and more. This is in the and more section. So yeah, if you have any questions on university life and my dolls, you can leave them in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you want to stay updated on my life, because I know that me doing YouTube is a little bit more irregular than me posting on Instagram. So if you want to stay updated, like I guess the most updated on my life, then I would recommend that you follow me over on Instagram. My Instagram is @DollyDelights, just like how my YouTube channel is spelled. So yeah, that is it for today's video, like I said, and I will see you again in another one. Bye!